Hello, friends, and welcome to my mature holiday look tutorial. I am going to be featuring mostly palette number 2 and one of our new matte splurge cream shadows and our liquid lipsticks and our lip stains. So a very simple look created with 3 different products, and you are just going to love it. So first, we're going to take this from fabulous to fancy, okay? And not too fancy because I am going to a little kid birthday party. So I always start with my rose water. This helps kind of tone down all this redness that you're seeing in my skin. The redness is really kind of flared up for me, one, because I did a microderm abrasion type of cleansing, and I just took a really hot shower. So it just looks a little bit prominent right now. If you guys are not moisturizing your skin, you're not taking care of it. It's not going to look good when you put makeup on. I promise you, I assure you. And if you want to reduce the look of fine lines and wrinkles, moisturizer is just a really simple way to do that. So we have quite a few. This one is the Renewing Day Cream. This is for anyone with oily skin. I have dry skin, and I feel like it works for me as well. So I'm really loving it. Hello, everyone who's watching. Thank you for hopping on. Next, I go to, one step ahead is the primer, okay? Another step you guys cannot be skipping when you're putting on foundation. If you're not using primer, your foundation probably doesn't look that great. I'm just being honest. This creates a nice, silky, smooth texture on your skin. It's clear. It does not have a color to it. It does give you some added moisture to your skin, but this is going to go everywhere. We call it the Glorious Face and Eye Primer for a reason. It is for your face and your eyes. And your lips as well. So you're just going to rub that in. This also kind of goes over the fine lines, your pores, so that your makeup doesn't settle in those pores. Very important. I don't want my makeup settling in my pores and looking like I have huge holes or craters in my face. Pet peeve of mine. So this is our BB cream. I want you to see how well it really works. Now this is for, you can use this alone if you are somebody who doesn't like kind of that whole foundation feel. This is just a tinted lotion. And you'll see that it really covers my redness wonderfully, okay? Now, if this is all I used, I would be pretty happy with this, quite frankly. I mean, if I was just on the go and wanted to run to the store real quick or whatever, whatever it is you might be feeling, this is kind of perfect for covering redness but not feeling too heavy. So it's an added moisture too. In this weather, your skin gets so dry. So to add some moisture to your skin is fabulous. Gina, hey girl, my beautiful, we are gonna blow you up. And Shannon, Neely, hi, thank you guys so much for watching. Michelle, Adrienne, thank you guys for hopping on here. And I don't know who else is watching, but if you're watching, comment below so I know that you're here. So the next step we're going to do is I'm going to let all those moisturizing products settle in my skin before I go to my eyes and my lips. So now it's time for brows. I'm going to try to use palette number 2 for everything, for most of my things in my look today, just because I like to use products in multi-purpose ways. Now this is really dark for me, so I'm actually just going to use a little bit of that and mixed with a little bit of Honorable to do my brows. And I've never done this before, so we're going to see how it goes. I think it's going to work. The biggest thing is, if you guys want to look younger and you want to frame your face and you want to look fabulous, you can't skip the brows. This is one of those things that if you're going to do anything on your face, if you're just going to throw a 5-minute face on, the brows need to be included in the 5-minute face. This is all the rage, ladies. Brows. And if you get them in place, you're going to instantly look fabulous. So can you guys see the huge difference? Like I have very sparse eyebrows. They're very thin. I have lots of holes and cracks and bald spots in them. It doesn't grow in evenly at all. But I throw some eyeshadow on my eyebrows and it just looks wonderful. This is kind of my way of using products in multi-purpose ways. This liner shader brush, I cannot live without. I'm telling you guys, I use this every day of my life and I'm not kidding you. I don't think there's one tutorial I've done up to this point where I am not using this liner shader brush. I just don't even know when I would not use this. It is for every day. Everything you're going to do, it doesn't matter what kind of eyeshadow you're using, what you're putting on your face, this liner shader brush, you just can't live without. So I see Michaela. Hi, you hopped on. Hope you're having a great Saturday. I am going to a kids party later. So I'm going to try to kind of get this fabulous mom look without going over the top. It's kind of hard for me. I'm always doing looks that are a little bit over the top. So for me to rein it in, I got to rein it in. So my brows are done, ladies. I am going to go to the very simplest eyeshadow look you've ever seen in your life. I am literally using only 2 colors. These 2 colors are perfect for anyone aged 18 to 98. I'm not kidding you. Anyone can pull this eyeshadow look off. I am using Victorious, which is this beautiful, beautiful matte cream shadow in a nude color. And then I'm just going to go back to Honorable, which I also used on my eyebrows, and I'm going to use it in the crease. And that is it. So if you have a hooded eye, if you feel like you have wrinkly or crinkly, creasy eyelids, this look is for you. I promise you, it will look good on everybody. I don't care what your age is, it's going to look fabulous. So I'm going to show you the difference here. I'm going to put this cream shadow all over my lid. And you see it goes on very nude. And it just kind of makes your eyelid look like it's 20 years old. It just smooths out every imperfection, every vein that you might have showing on your eyelid. Every little red splotchy area is going to be covered up perfectly with this matte cream shadow. And I can guarantee you that it is not going to crease on you, okay? Once you put it on, it dries like a shadow. So it is not wet once it's on and it's dry. So it's dry, it stays there, it's like a powder. So do you see the difference between my 2 eyelids right now? Just by putting on this matte splurge cream shadow, I feel like I've made myself look 10 years younger because it just makes everything look flawless, okay? This Victorious is my favorite so far right now. And it literally stays on all day. So you don't have to worry about fussing with or worrying about your face falling off or messing with your eyes at all. So it goes on very smooth, very easy. I like to take it close to the brow here and just kind of perfect this brow line. And then it gets rid of all my red, veiny eyelids. And it looks beautiful. That's it, guys, okay? It's fabulous. It's basic, it's easy, but it's fabulous. For me, so hard to go basic. I know, I'm always doing like loud and bold looks, but I'm telling you, when you see this look, when it's done, it's gonna look like you went all out and you barely did a thing. So the other color that I used is Honorable. I'm going to use this on my crease, and I'm just going to use a crease brush. This one is kind of a big fluffy one. And then I'm just going to like windshield wiper this into the crease, okay? It's not going to be like a very super dramatic look, but it is going to be soft, it's going to be gentle, and it's going to be beautiful. We're just adding some depth and dimension to our eye so it just doesn't look like one big stark white canvas. We're just adding some depth. So this makes your eye look more open, more wide, and beautiful. And we're going over here for the same thing. This is my windshield wiper method. You don't need to hold it close to the end here. It's not a pencil. You don't need a lot of pressure on the brush. So the further back that you hold it, the less you're going to smudge around your eyeshadow, and just gonna blend really easy. Okay, so that's another little trick there. This is so easy. My eyes are almost done. I'm seriously almost done. You're just watching me blend at this point. Okay, my eyeshadow is done. My blue eyes are already standing out. My eyelids look flawless, and it's so super easy. I'm telling you, I don't care what your age is. If you are 18 to 98, this eyeshadow look is going to work for you. If you have hooded eyes, if you have almond-shaped eyes, if you have downturned eyes, this eyeshadow look will work for everybody. It's so versatile. And then I'm going to take Proper, this dark brown, swatch that for you, and I'm just going to go right close to my lash line here, and I'm going to make my lash line stand out a little bit. And you have to look into my creepy eye right now. All right. See a subtle difference here? You see that? It kind of looks like I have liner on without looking like I have liner on. So I just kind of rub that in between my eyelashes. The reason I pull my eyelid up is because sometimes I am known to poke myself in the eye, and that is no fun. And then if my eye starts watering, I'm going to mess up my makeup. Actually, that's not true because these are waterproof, tear-proof, smudge-proof. So I'm actually not even going to mess up my makeup. But let's be honest, nobody likes to be poked in the eye. Okay, so like I said, it looks like I have eyeliner on without looking like I put eyeliner on. It just makes my eyes stand out even more. So that's all I'm going to do. And we're going to go on to do some concealing, okay? So if you have any spots that you're wanting to kind of cover up here, you don't need much. Our concealer is so thick and creamy. You need the tiniest little dot here. Do you see that little dot? And you're gonna have plenty to go around your face, around your blemishes, and under your eyes to cover these dark circles. Okay, so I just rub that in between my fingers to warm it up. I have kind of like scarring down here that always looks a little red. So I'm just gonna blend that in. My chin just has some natural redness to it that I like to hide a little extra. And then I take any remaining product, which it still looks like it's all there, right? And just go under my eyes here. We're gonna use this kind of like a highlight and to make it look like we are awake. And I know it's like 1 o'clock, but let's be honest, it's Saturday. And after the week I've had, I honestly would love to be taking a nap right now with my kid. But I got a birthday party. Kid parties are fun and chaotic all at the same time. Mostly chaotic and a lot fun for the kids. Moms go crazy. So, what do I got under here? We are going to go to the... What did I smudge on my face? We're going to go to the liquid foundation, and you're going to see how I really kind of cover up my face and make it look flawless with only a few drops. I use a damp or moist blending bud. Make sure you mix up your liquid foundation. This is a mineral-based product, so there will be some that settles. And it's natural, and that is okay. So we have a little dropper here, and then you're just going to put a couple drops on the blending bud. I like to blend this around on my face and then blend that in. This takes a little more blending than the brush. So if you are not comfortable using a blending bud, the liquid foundation brush is like foolproof. You just kind of swirl that in place and you're done, right? You saw how much like dabbing I was doing, and now you're wondering like, why in the world would you even use this? I just like the coverage that it gives. I think it gives a little more coverage using a blending bud, that's all. I think some of the brush absorbs the product, so that's just my only, it's really a preference thing. But you see how perfectly flawless my skin looks. I used 3 to 4 drops on my blending bud, and I look fabulous. This is not wet. It doesn't have, it is wet going on, but it doesn't feel wet once it dries. It dries to a powder matte finish, which is fantastic. And your face isn't gonna look shiny or feel shiny or look greasy or anything. Okay, so my face is mostly in place. I like to use this Beachfront bronzer. It's got a matte side and a shimmer side, okay? I don't know if you can see that there, but there's a matte side and a matte and shimmer, but I just kind of use it all together and blend it in, and I kind of go up here around my hairline. I do a little bit here in my bald spot, which I might need. Go down here in the sockets of my cheeks, a little bit of contouring. You want to look skinnier, you got to make your cheeks stand out, okay? So, going under my chin, just swatching into the double chin here. Goodbye, chin. I would like to not see you today. And then under here as well. You're just blending. It's not like a huge contrasting like super tan look, but it does add like a little bit of like a shadow in the right places. The other places you might want to add a shadow is if you have a big nose and you want to make it look smaller, you can use one of your eyeshadow brushes here and come down on the side of your nose. So you just give the appearance of a more slender, skinny, smaller nose. I already have a pretty small nose. I mean, I don't really mind my nose at all. So this is not something I do on a regular. So I'm going to come down the middle of my lip. Underneath my lip here, this is going to give you like that full look, that pouty lip look, if you put a little shadow underneath your lip. So it makes it look like you got this big puffy pouty lip, which I don't really have big lips, so I like to do that little trick. Okay, so there's that. That is contouring. Contouring with bronzer. Our Mood Struck mineral blushes. I'm telling you guys, they're packed full of product and they're gonna last you forever. Not kidding you. They're the most pigmented blush I've ever had. So I get it on here. I knock off most of the product because they are so pigmented. I don't need a lot. So I just kind of dab my cheeks on both sides and blend it in. And you'll see I'll be able to do both cheeks after swatching one time and wiping off all the excess. It is just so easy. This also gives you that look of like a healthy glow. It makes you look awake. And you could fool everybody into thinking that you've been getting good night's sleep every single night, even though you may not. So we're going to the lips. Lips are fun for me. I like to do loud and bold lips. So I have very loud, bold colors here because we kept our eyes really simple. I think you can pull off almost any lip color that you want, whether it be a red or a brown or a stain or a liquid matte lipstick. You know, whatever lip look you want to do, you can pull it off with this eyeshadow look. So I am going to just cover my lips in a nude pencil just to outline it and color it in. For me, it's like coloring in the lines or coloring in the where I want to put my liquid lipstick. I should have exfoliated first, but I did not think of that. If you do exfoliate before you put your lip stuff on, your lips are going to stay on a whole lot longer. Quite frankly, I'm not too worried about it because I'm using both a matte liquid lipstick, which lasts nearly all day, and our lip stains, which last nearly all day. So I am not worried about my lips lasting. So you can see this is a very bold purple mauve color. And I'm wiping off all the excess off the brush because you don't need any of it. It goes on really smooth, creamy, velvety. And it's very pigmented. The brush is curved. Can you see that little curve? And it also comes to a point. So you can almost line your lips with this as well. This is the color Spontaneous. It looks really maybe a little bit scary for you on the actual brush, but you'll see when it goes on the lips, it complements your face really well. I think this is one of those neutral lip colors that almost anybody can pull off. Neutral meaning it will go with people who have warm tones and people who have cool tones. Not neutral as in a nude. Okay, so you see how easy that really goes on. You use the brush for everything. It lines, it fills in, it does its job. Now, with the liquid lipsticks, they do have some transfer, or meaning you are gonna, if you kiss your friends, or kiss your friends, kiss your kids, kiss your friends, I don't know if you're gonna be who you're gonna be kissing, but I'm just saying it's gonna transfer off your lips. So if you take a look here, it's a little bit of transfer, but you still have a lot of pigment left on your lips. So what I have found is that if I seal it in with a lip stain, it actually locks in and stays longer. So you'll also notice that it really doesn't change the color of my lipstick at all. So even though this is like a hot, hot, hot pink, because these pinks are in the same family, it's not really changing the color of the lip at all. So I'm going to let that dry on top of my matte liquid lipstick. And then we're going to put on our fiber lashes, and that's it. This look is so simple but fabulous. And this cranberry red mauve lip is really great for the holidays. So, fiber lashes. I was helping somebody put fiber lashes on at work yesterday because she bought a tube and was not having good success with it. So my fiber lash transplanting gel is really not, it's dried out, it's not good, so I'm not going to use that. I need to open a new box, which I have, but it's not with me right now. So I still have plenty of fibers. I mean, I think this bottle is still like half full or 3/4 of the way full of fibers. So I'm still going to use it, but I'm just going to use my good old-fashioned, probably, oh, it's Wet n Wild. It's really laden with some terrible chemicals, I'm certain of it, but it's all I have sitting in front of me right now. Okay, so you're going to put on your transplanting gel or your mascara, and you're going to coat your lashes very thoroughly with the transplanting gel. These are one of our top selling products for good reason. because they really make your lashes stand out. And I have little tiny baby lashes and they're very thin. So for me, like, this is a product I use every single day. Every single day. And they're not harmful to your lashes. These fibers are made of green tea fibers, so they're not harmful to your eyes, your eyelashes. They're not going to fall out. They're not going to cause breakage or damage. And if you can see already, I'm not done with the process, but I put the transplanting gel and then the fibers on here, okay? So just a huge difference already, but you can't finish there. You have to seal in the fibers or they're going to fall all over your face as the day goes on. So you have to finish with the transplanting gel. Also notice I'm not going right in with the transplanting gel. I'm letting the fibers kind of dry onto the first coat of gels that I already put on. All right. If you want to distract yourself a little more, you can put like a layer on the bottom here of gel. Now, I don't usually put the fibers on the bottom. It's kind of up to you. It takes a lot of finesse to be able to do it, pull it off, and make it look good. So if you are really kind of a makeup guru like myself, you could probably pull it off because I have done it on the bottom before and I think it looks good, but I'm not going to be doing that today. Gina, so much to learn because I got issues that most Mediterranean women have. What issues do Mediterranean women have? So we're going to seal it in now. We're going in with the gel. We're sealing in our fibers. And you're thoroughly coating, but you kind of see how I'm wiggling and pulling up at the same time. I'm not just pulling straight out because I think if you're doing too much plucking, you're going to be pulling the fibers off your lashes. Your job is just to coat your lashes thoroughly with the gel. I'm going in with another layer of the fibers. Hello, Shannon. Hope you're having a great Saturday. You are catching the tail end of my look. Okay, guys, this is 2 coats. 2 coats of fibers. I have to seal it in just yet, but do you see the fabulousness that is happening here? It is wonderful. Remember, you have to let the fibers kind of settle in and dry. I'm going to do another coat on the bottom. The fibers make this everything. A very simple eyeshadow look with the pop of the fiber lashes is amazing. So we're going in again with some more transplanting gel. Now, I've talked to somebody else earlier today too, where if you don't love the brush end that comes in the gel for the fiber lashes, you can use another brush from any other mascara that you have. Because sometimes I keep brushes from certain mascara bottles because I love the brush. I might not necessarily like the mascara, but I love the brush. So if you're kind of a brush snob, take the brush from one of your old mascaras, wash it off, and use it with your transplanting gel. Some people like the synthetic brushes, like the plastic ones. Some people like the actual like fibrous spindle, which is what comes with it. You know, everyone has their own preference here. But you guys see how these like fibers stick to your lashes and make them look full and long and fabulous. That's it, guys. That's my whole look. It's really simple, really easy eyeshadow that can work for any age, any event, anything that you're doing for the day. It takes less than 2 minutes to put on, and throw on a bold lip and you look fabulous. This could be for your holiday event. Today I have a kids party, so I look like a respectable mom. If you're going out shopping for the weekend, whatever it is, church on Sunday. This is a very mature, classic, easy breezy look that anybody, any age can pull off. I promise you. So I hope that you enjoyed my tutorial, and thank you guys so much for watching. Have a wonderful weekend.